Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Pastoral Thoughts Podcast. What we have for you is an extended conversation with Brother Ron Domino. We're discussing institutions, historical movements, cultural and cultic symbols, and we're looking at current events in light of the Scripture. And so the goal of this episode, or these series of episodes, these bite-sized segments that we're releasing, is just to use discernment, biblical discernment. We're looking through the lens of the Bible, both past, present, and future prophecy. And we're looking at what's going on in the world. We want to use biblical discernment. And what we see, according to the Bible, the world's not falling apart. Everything is coming together. And so let's think biblically in the times in which we live. Hope you enjoy these segments. God bless you.
You know, the whole thing with Mystery Babylon is that... For example, the Catholic Church, they were on the side of the Nazis to get rid of communism. Mm-hmm. So the same thing with the Merchants of the Earth. They played the fiddle with the countries to go against each other.
Yeah. Hey, there's letters from the Pope, whoever the Pope was at the time, to Jefferson Davis in the South, the president of the Confederate States of America, like demonstrating his support for the Southern cause. You ever seen that?
No.
It's in Bill Grady's book. I think it's either What Hath God Wrought or How Satan Turned America Against God.
Yeah.
One of those two books. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Bill Grady's a very smart guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been on this show like 4 times, I think.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Always a fun guest. Yeah.
Yeah, so I just wanted to talk about the Masonic Order.
The religion of Freemasonry is not Christian.
Right. And there's symbolism of the pyramid, the obelisk, and the monolith shows a satanic power that these elite people have. So the super rich are basically Masonic. And it says here, Benjamin Creme, which is a New Ager, he said the new religion will manifest, for instance, through organizations like Masonry. And Freemasonry is embedded in the core of a secret heart of the occult mysteries in metaphor and in symbol. And Albert Pike, the satanic Masonic leader, he said Masonry is identical with the ancient mysteries. So these ancient mysteries came from ancient Babylon and Egypt. And so you might ask me, what are the ancient mysteries? Well, I know one of them is how to control people.
Right. So since the dawn of humanity, man has wanted to control other men.
Yes.
Other men.
Right. And so the whole crux of this message today is about control, obviously. And now we're going to see how they do it. We talked about the drug cartel. Mm-hmm. When you turn on the news, and every commercial in the 6:30 news is a drug commercial.
Yeah.
Exempla.
Only United States of America and New Zealand allow drug commercials on TV. And then also think about this is like, I'm a free thinker. I watch Fox News. The number one sponsor of Fox News is the pharmaceutical industry. So they ain't going to talk bad about their number one sponsor that pays their salaries.
Yeah, and the whole thing started with the Rockefellers joining up with R.G. Farben in the German Nazi regime, and that's where you get Bayer, aspirin, and a lot of other companies. They made Xylon gas to kill the Jews in World War II, and the Rockefellers had a joint venture with making synthetic rubber. In fact, they kept the manufacture of synthetic rubber from America until they got in trouble. And they helped the Nazis with gas and oil. And in fact, Henry Ford Sr. helped the Nazis with trucks and parts, and IBM helped the Nazis with counting machines, and IG, General Electric, they helped the Nazi regime. So a lot of these powerful entities and companies helped a lot of evil throughout the ages, especially the Russians. The Russian regime was helped immensely by the New Deal with Roosevelt and with the big corporations. They really empowered the Russians to become a superpower and gave them the information about making atom bombs and nuclear warheads. And some of the spies got caught and went to jail, but it didn't matter.
Interesting.
So these ancient mysteries of Babylon and Egypt went from them to the Masonic order, and in the old days, control was more barbaric with the Chinese and the Russians of killing millions of people, but now it's more sophisticated with Google and Amazon and Facebook and Meta, Apple. Now they can, through the internet and different means of media, they can control you by Chat, GTP, DeepSeek, Gemini, all these things. You get information within seconds, which we didn't have when we were young.
No. So since 2005, the pocket computer, we call them phones, but they're not really phones, and we have them in our hand all day long. We'd rather lose our wallet than lose our phone.
Yes.
And so we're in constant connection to this thing, to this information.
Right.
And so they can, so we are all global. We have a global mindset that was never before possible in human history.
Right.
You have pocket groups of think by small regions. Now it's, it's like the Tower of Babel. Like the whole earth is connected to this entity.
Right. And the cell phone, it used to be that you controlled it, but now it controls you.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like you can't be without it.
No. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, people would lose their minds if they couldn't have that thing.
Yeah, and so what we were talking about before was the mark of the beast is the next step where you can interface with technology without using a phone.
Right.
Right.
And so, like we said, this is connected to, eating of the tree of life, trying to live forever, this type of thing. But now we have this information. AI is so interesting. And right now, human intelligence, or human knowledge, I should say, human knowledge doubles every 12 hours. Well, it used to take 100 years in a peaceful society for human knowledge to double. And so every 12 years, we're jumping 100 years ahead in human knowledge. And so this is very much like where we looked at in Genesis in the Tower of Babel, that God had to come down and do something, because these people, there's going to be nothing that's in their minds to do. They won't be able to do. So they're going to pass some sort of a boundary unless something intervenes.
Yeah, and Elon Musk, he's leading the way to the increase of knowledge, and mentioned in Daniel 12. And guys like the head of NVIDIA, Highway, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
These guys are geniuses. They're what they think the next move. They think 20 years ahead of us.
Yes.
Way far ahead.
Yeah. And so Elon envisions a time where you and I will have a Neuralink, just a little chip, could fit on the end of your pinky, and you put that right in your brain. Now it says in the book of Revelation, in their heads or in their hands in the King James. So you put this little chip in, and now you have, you can interface with your device. Now this sounds crazy to like you and I who grew up with rotary dial, But if you grew up since the year 2000 and you grew up with this technology and you're so used to it and familiar with it, and you're always standing in line for the next device or whatever technology comes out, man, have a chip in your head, like all these boys who are gamers and stuff, you can play this video game through your mind.
Yeah.
And then also there'll be interfacing, and isn't telepathy really big into, isn't the occult really big into telepathy?
Yes. That's what I wanted to mention. Einstein, he said, everything is energy, and that's all there is. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. And then,
Yeah, that's wild.
And then Tesla, who was told by Einstein that he was even more intelligent, he says, if you want to find secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration.
Yeah.
So they were the progenitors of this, what we have now. And Elon Musk took their knowledge and put it into reality.
Yeah, his car is called Tesla.
Yeah.
Tesla is his hero, and that technology he's trying to adopt. And Tesla was a super genius, probably surpassing Thomas Edison or anybody else. And then Einstein says to him that you're more of a genius than I am.
Yeah. And,
did you hear Trump talking about you have technologies that no one else has even heard of? Like he's talking about some super technology that the military has. And interesting, there's a connection between Trump and Tesla as well.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Right. So, when you saw on TV Trump and Elon Musk talking together, you see two power grabs.
Yeah.
Technology and political power.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what the elite want. Because the next step of control is to make artificial intelligence be smarter than humans. And this is what this Yuval Harari said. He said, eventually there won't be human beings. It'll be transmuted beings into technological.
So let's talk
robots.
about this for one moment, because I think this is an important aspect. I don't think we went down this lane.
Yeah.
But I mean, since back even 1800s beyond, these people have been looking for a master race. They're really into, what is that called? Ufology, where you measure the skull to tell how smart and intelligent and phrenology. That was a science. It was studied in America, and then also in Nazi Germany. It was really big. They would do this scientific work, and it's been thrown away since Nazi Germany. But it's all about being the master race, and transhumanism has been talked about since like the 1920s about integrating mankind with technology, and that would be the next stage in evolution.
Yes.
And all the species below these transhumans would be lesser species and should be killed off.
Right, and that's what you see when you watch Ancient Aliens. Ancient Aliens gives you the whole ball of wax: the occult, religion, AI, UFOs, and they put it all together in one big mishmash.
Yeah.
And so that Greek guy, what's his name, with the hair, looks like he put his finger in
he keeps on getting
socket.
taller and taller. And the question is his hair getting longer, or is he slowly getting abducted?
Yeah. So, the whole premise of their teaching is that instead of believing in the Bible, in the spirit realm, these are UFOs that have seeded us and created us. And now what it's leading up to, their teaching is that obviously the Antichrist is going to come down in a UFO and say, I'm here to bring you to the next step of evolution.
Yeah,
That's really what it is.
So these entities are here to help us to evolve to the next level.
Right, and
Yeah.
that goes
So
with the
Trump is
satanic.
talking to Elon, and Elon's envisioning for mankind that you have a chip in your head. You can interface one with another, and also with the internet, you'll have like essentially all the knowledge of AI right in your brain.
Yeah.
You imagine how appealing that would be to a kid in school.
Oh, yeah.
Write this paper. Okay.
Well, that's what it is. The quantum computer will be fully functional in 2030. And in the UN website, it says they want to bring a utopia by 2030. So in the occult world, in numerology, when you add up numbers, 2030, you get rid of the zeros, and 2 and 3 equals 5. 5 usually is the number of death in the King James Bible. So we're headed towards the end of this decade to have control of by artificial intelligence, and that was depicted in the movie 2001: A Space Odyssey, where Hale took over the ship and killed one of the astronauts, and eventually was overtaken by the other astronaut. And then in 2010, the year we made contact, was the Arthur C. Clarke's next step, where the astronauts, the next generation of astronauts, goes to Jupiter on a long trip to check out what happened in the previous 2001. So what happens is Jupiter blows up and becomes Lucifer, a star in the sky. And now you have the star Lucifer with the sun that God created in the sky together, which is the occultic belief system of good and evil, reigning together. And of course, there was the black monolith, which represents a higher intelligence. And you have the black monolith of the United Nations. The black monolith of the Temple of Set, that's their symbol. And this, obviously, this cartel network here.
And these symbols, do you believe that these are all pre-flood symbols, meaning the antediluvian world had these symbols?
Oh, yeah, especially the
pyramid.
The pyramid shows a power of these elite people.
And so, you know, the interesting thing is, so the Great Pyramid was obviously the oldest. You know, everybody
created by giants. Had to be.
Well, pre-flood world, because a lot of people believe that there is water damage on it, and I'm talking secular scholars too.
Yeah.
This thing's been under a flood.
Yeah.
And the worldwide flood, even by secular scholars and archaeologists, like agree on a destructive flood that flooded most of the earth, and they'll use these myths, and then they'll say, "Oh yeah, and the Bible says something about a flood as well." But those have been damaged, and then the pyramids in Giza. I don't know if you've seen
the obelisk.
It's actually, they say it goes like 3 miles under the earth. Those pyramids in Giza. Yeah. Because they're doing that ground LiDAR. You seen that?
Oh, yeah.
So it looks like they're actually like 3 monoliths.
Yeah, I was.
Or is it obelisk? I mean.
Well, you're talking about the pyramids.
What's this one?
This is the obelisk.
The ones in Giza.
Yeah.
Go down like 3 miles.
Yeah.
So it's probably this.
Well, no, that's a good study. I was there. I actually went up to the smallest pyramid, and it was gigantic. I couldn't believe it. And to see these big blocks.
It's a tiny one. Isn't that crazy?
Right.
Yeah.
And modern people they say even with gigantic instruments, you know, cranes, they would have a hard time making them.
And these pyramids are on every continent in the world.
Yes.
Right. And they're all oriented in the same degree.
Yeah.
And so it was the same technology on every continent in the world at one point in mankind's history.
Yeah. And, you know, Ancient Aliens gets into that, the advanced technology, you know, moving blocks, you know, with telepathy or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, and...
well, there was definitely some sort of technology that we do not have.
Yeah.
And so that's easy to explain, because if we weren't using electricity or oil, you know, there's probably gravity technology and things.
Yeah,
out
anti-gravity.
Yeah.
With the UFO technology.
And, you know, yeah, Nicholas Tesla had some sort of technology that was hidden
Yeah.
from mankind too, some sort of free electric current type thing. And
Yeah, no, he wanted free energy throughout the whole world. He invented he made the Warcliffe Tower, which was destroyed because J.P. Morgan stopped his funding.
yeah,
But he wanted to put these towers all over the world and to have free energy. And J.P. Morgan says, I don't want free energy. I want to make money.
Yeah, he said, how can I put a meter on that?
Yeah, right.
I think that's what his question was. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So, no, but this,
And so these ancient gods, these symbols have been on every continent of the world,
yeah,
pre-flood and post-flood.
yeah. And that's what I really wanted to get into, was that when you connect all the big obelisks of the world, when you connect the big obelisk in Washington is 555 feet high, triple depth, 6,660 inches long.
Yeah.
And the obelisk in New York City, which is from Egypt, and then the obelisk in Europe and Paris, in London, in Germany, I think it's Frankfurt or Berlin, and then Rome. You connect them all, and it's in the shape of an obelisk. That shows you
Yeah.
the power, who's in power in the world.
Yeah, that's so amazing.
Yeah.
And what city in the world has the most amount of Masonic or pagan or cultic
Washington,
symbol?
yeah,
Washington,
yes.
D.C. We're number one in the whole world.
Right.
And again, so this is these beings and these people groups in power have been around for a long, long time.
Yeah, the Bohemian Grove, has a gigantic owl that they worship. It shows wisdom. It's worshiping wisdom or Gnosticism, and that's really what we're talking about with this
They
formula.
set it on fire every year at the Grove, and there is a faux human being there.
Oh yeah,
And that's been
effigy.
secretly, they're burning an effigy of a human sacrifice to this owl, and it's somehow connected to Moloch, the god Moloch, as well.
yes. In fact, I have that. It says here, there shall, in Deuteronomy 18:10 to 12, and there shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, or that useth divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch, or a charmer, or consulter of familiar spirits, or a wizard, or a necromancer, for all that do these things are an abomination to the Lord. So that's what the Masonic system is, an abomination to the Lord, because instead of saying that Jehovah God is God, they say the architect of the universe is God. It's another God. It's the devil. And in fact, the movie Matrix, at the end of the movie, the man that designed the computer program that was controlling everything was called the architect.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's an interesting connection.
Yeah. And it says here in Revelation 2:13, I know your works and where you dwell, where Satan's seat is, and you hold fast my name and have not denied my faith. And in the Museum of Pergamum in Berlin, we have the Temple of Zeus and the Ishtar Gate, which is the gate of hell.
Okay.
And so they have this in their museum. And now, so could it be that the Satan's seat went from Pergamum to Berlin, which is the center of control of Europa?
Yeah.
Europa is United Europe, which was created by occult forces in Europe through the economic system of control. And so what you have is the woman riding a beast. And all over Europe, you have pictures of a woman
Yeah.
riding a bull
Yeah.
or some kind of beast.
Yeah.
So it's showing you the symbolism is showing you that the occultic European Union has given over to the devil, given over their belief system or their religion and their economic prowess.
Yeah. So there's these power structures, these power groups, these secret societies or secret governments. I know in America at one time there was an anti-Masonic Masonic party because they figured, the Masonry was a government within the government. And so there was an anti-Masonic party. And we have several different presidents were Masons.
Yes.
And then I remember when George W. Bush and John Kerry were running against each other, they were both Skull and Crossbones.
Yes,
from
Skull and
Yale.
Bones, yes.
And an interesting thing with Skull and Crossbones, I mean, they essentially guarantee your success in life, and also you have to will them 1/7 of your will.
Yeah.
And when we were out in the North Country in New York, there's an island that when you go on tour, when you go to this Uncle Sam's boat tours, you go up in $1 Million Alley, and there's all these big cottages there. But there's this island there, big island, right in the St. Lawrence Seaway there, expensive real estate, and that is owned by the Skull and Crossbones Society.
Yes.
Yeah. And both George W. and John Kerry were asked about that too. And they said, well, it's a secret society.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about it.
That's what they said, yeah.
Yeah, so now you have to understand their mindset and their partnership with the occult. So the Bush family, right from the grandfather,
William Prescott.
yes, he helped the Nazis through a Brown Brothers Harriman company, investment company. They helped the Nazis come to power. Mm-hmm. And so George Bush Sr. became president, head of the CIA, very occultic, said that we need a New World Order about 200 times.
Yeah.
And then the son took over and just carried on from the father. So now when you talk about the attack on the Trade Center and the Pentagon is pointed towards the north, which is orientated to the god of war, Mars, the god of war. And they hit a missile hit it. It wasn't a plane. It was a missile. You never seen a plane hit the Pentagon. Mm-hmm. And so in the Mithras religion, the Pentagon is above the constellation Taurus. So it was stabbed by in other words, it's stabbing the bull, the Taurus, the bull. And that's and the Twin Towers, you have that twins in the occult language there. What do you call it? The astrology symbols. And the Twin Towers, it was an attack on American people to bring in a New World Order, to bring in what's the security when you go to
Patriot Act.
What's the security when you go to the airport? Homeland Security.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
and,
that was a new agency that was started, yeah.
Yeah, and it was also
TSA.
To control the Middle East, oil and gas.
Yeah.
And so the partnership there with the Bush family and the Rockefellers was that the Rockefellers, David and Nelson, were responsible for the creation of the Twin Towers, politically and economically, and with the funding through David and politically through Nelson. So with the formula of the devil, that you shall know good and evil, the good was creating the Twin Towers, and the evil was destroying them. In fact, David Rockefeller said in his memoirs, he said, I was on the 56th floor of Rockefeller Center watching the Twin Towers go down, and there's 56 references to the devil in the King James Bible. He was born on June 12th, 1915. June 12th is 666, 2 6s and 12. 15 is 555, triple death.
That's amazing.
So
wow.
It had nothing to do with Muslims, with box cutters.
Yeah.
It was absurd insinuation. In fact, all the people that were on the list of terrorists, they said, "What are you doing? I'm an accountant in New York City. Why is my name on that list?" In fact, Cheney, which was the bull of the whole enterprise, the enforcer, he told the second plane, he told NORAD and the military to not shoot it down. They said, "Why?" He goes, "That's the final thing that I'm going to say. I'm not going to say anything more." They could have shot down the second plane before it hit the building.
Yeah. Well, they knew that one of those terrorists were in there because his passport fell all the way to the ground after they crashed in the building. Completely intact. It was a miracle.
Oh, yeah. And then the crash in Pennsylvania, they didn't find anything. It was all, total mess. There's no parts, from an airline.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Thank you so much for watching or listening to the Pastoral Thoughts Podcast. We'd love to hear from you. Please reach out to us at pastorthoughtsmail@gmail.com. Also, if you want to check out more about our ministry here, you can visit pastorjack.org. I do have a blog that I do write. I'd love to have you as one of my subscribers there. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks again for listening. God bless you.